Welcome to the Ambitious Coach Podcast. This is a place where driven, determined coaches learn how to get off the business growth struggle bus and learn how to build a wildly profitable online coaching business. I'm your host, Allison Henderson, corporate dropout to six-figure social media business coach. I'm going to show you how I've been able to create the business of my dreams organically, all through utilizing my social media platforms. So pull up a seat, take some notes, and get ready to see your life and bank account transform. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. Guys, guess what? Today is my 150th episode. I've been doing this now for, the actual podcast, I've been doing this now for 2.5 years. And I'm just so thankful that you guys are all still tuning in, listening, and yeah, I just can't believe it. So thank you so much. And here's to 150 more. All right, guys. So I have a tan. I came back from Florida this past week. I was at a business retreat in Blue Mountain Beach, Florida. It was so nice. I met some incredible women. We talked a lot about business. We talked a lot about emotions and all the things that you can probably think of when it comes to growing your business. But oh man, it was a beautiful time. The retreat house was gorgeous. It even had an elevator inside. It was awesome. So I'm happy to be home though. Happy to get back to work, share all the things that I learned, and yeah, just be here with you guys. All right. So today I want to talk to you about something that might sting a little, but it's been on my mind after a few strategy calls that I just was like, I think most people need to hear this truth when it comes to building your six-figure business. You're going to have to start acting like it's your job. I know that's not necessarily the right word for this. I know a lot of you, like, your business is your purpose. It's like it's a part of you. But there's certain things like Instagram or reaching out to local people to connect with. There's like certain things that we just have to do that's a part of the job to build the 6 or 7 or 8-figure business. So I know a lot of TikTokers, right? Like a lot of these creators on the internet make it look so easy to make all these millions of dollars. The 7 and 8-figure business owners really do, in my opinion, like make it look like, wow, this is just so easy now. All I have to do is post and I get clients and I make sales. It's like they're on their private jets or yachts or beach vacations, which, by the way, guys, I love that for them. I love that they get to do that because, yes, at some point, guys, guess what happened? They put in a lot of effort. They put in the work, right? They all have a story of, hey, I worked really hard at the beginning. I did things every single day. I stayed up late. I woke up early. And it was probably, I don't want to say hard, but like, they put in effort. So I'm going to say this again, okay? If you want to build a 6-figure business, you're going to have to start acting like it's your job. Not a hobby, not something you just hope works out, not 1 foot in and 1 foot out, not something that you just check just to see if somebody DM'd you every once in a while. This is your job. It's something that I would say is probably a daily devoted thing, something you're devoted to every single day. Because what I see happening all the time in this space is people start their coaching business, start their sleep consulting business, or any sort of online service business, realistically, right? They think the job is just posting on Instagram or giving value inside Facebook groups. Maybe they post something, they post a reel, they post a carousel, or once again, they just comment and share some value on a post, and then they just kind of sit back and wait. We do that thing. It's called like the posting and praying method. You probably have heard of that. Like, you're just hoping somebody magically finds you or DMs you saying, oh my God, I've been like waiting my whole life for you. Like, here's my credit card. Can I buy that? Right? Like, of course we all want that to happen, but the realistic thing that I'm going to tell you is running a business is not just posting content and giving value. It's about the daily effort. So yes, that stuff is like a part of the big business pie, right? Like, yes, content is a big piece of all that and giving value is a big piece of all that. But there's other things in the mix too, like having conversations, posting on your stories, really being highly visible, really showing up as a leader, being uncomfortable and really stretching those uncomfortable moments. It's doing things that do feel really awkward and selling every day. I do remember my first month in business and I just felt so disappointed. I really put a lot of shame on myself. I would post something and hear absolutely nothing. No comments, no messages, no inquiries, absolutely nothing. All right. And I had journals and journals where I'd literally just write things like, why is no one banging on the door to work with me yet? Like, what is wrong with me? What do I got to do to make this work? I really must be missing something. I must be doing something wrong. Because guess what? I was following all those 7-figure business coaches who make it look so easy. And I'll be so honest, I really just thought once you started your business, you just posted and things would just naturally take off. And I had like a note in my journal where I put like, I wanted to make $88,000 in my first month. But I had like no idea how that was going to happen. I didn't necessarily have an offer where that would even make sense. It was like, here's my number. And what I eventually realized was like, just nobody knew who I was. Yes, I could be making that sort of money because that is something that could happen, right? But I wasn't around long enough for people to actually even know who I was. I had no results to back up buying any of my offers at that time. So why would anybody be knocking on my door? So I had to start doing the real business tasks, getting visible, talking to real people, getting on calls with strangers. I had to ask for help. I had to ask for opportunities. I had to put in more effort than I actually wanted to. I had to go live. I had to do things that really made me nervous, like go live. I had to DM people and start conversations. Basically, I had to start treating this like it was my livelihood because guess what? It is. It is my job to do this. And I still show up every day. And it doesn't necessarily end, just so you know, like the whole posting and stuff, like, and having conversations. Like I literally today was having conversations with people about joining my new program. I don't skimp out on the things that I know bring me in leads or that bring me in sales. I actually don't mind doing all the businessy things now because once again, like it brings me in leads, it brings me in sales. Like there is a payoff. And now, 7-8 years later, like I'm actually good at this stuff. Like it doesn't feel hard anymore. And I think that's what we need to be doing right now is like putting in the reps so it doesn't necessarily feel so overwhelming and so just daunting, right? It doesn't take me all day now to create posts. And even if it does take me, say, an hour to create a post, like I don't make up a story about it anymore. I'm like, this is just my job. It took me an hour, like, and that's that. And even like writing emails and doing my podcast, all this sort of stuff, like if it feels hard, I always just go, why? How, why am I making this so hard? So usually there's just a story behind it. Or maybe I'm just not so aligned with the offer, or there's just something about the email that just was like, man, that's not really me today. Once again, it's like stories we just make up, but I really just had to start treating my business like a real business. And once that happened, things shifted. And everything is going to shift for you too. And if right now you are like, Allison, I have been posting every day. I've been doing all the things, right? It's not saying anything's necessarily wrong with you. You have to remember that a lot of these actions that you are taking right now are going to compile. I'm going to tell you a quick little story. Like one of my current one-on-one clients recently just quit her job. Like I think this is like her first real week in business. So holla girl, I'm so excited for you if you're listening. And yeah, she now is a full-time sleep consultant and she also has a potty training business. So one of my biggest things that I love about her is like she made this decision. Like she knew in her soul that this is what she was meant to do. And I know a lot of you listening, that is like, it's a part of you too. Like, you know that you want to be waking up every day just working on your business. And she did everything in her power to really make this happen. Like she put in the effort. She put in the work. Every spare opportunity and time that she had, she was doing the thing. And she has kids, guys. She had a full-time job, but she showed up even when she didn't feel like it. She DM'd strangers and set up so many collaboration calls. And one day she finally was like, I can do this. I can finally quit my day job. So yeah, she quit and hopefully never has to look back, But she stopped waiting for that motivation. Like she just started taking action. She stopped wondering if things are going to work out. Because honestly, you will constantly wonder if they're going to work out until it just works out. You need to start creating opportunities for yourself. No more waiting around for people to collaborate with you. It's like, who do you want to collaborate with? And start those conversations. And this is the biggest shift that I see when people eventually hit consistent income in their business is they just stop dabbling. They make moves. They start moving fast every day. Even if it's messy, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's really scary, even if they feel like they suck right now, right? Because the reality of building a 6-figure business is it's just not magic. It's you creating momentum for yourself, you putting yourself in momentum. And you've heard me say this, but I'm going to say it again. Momentum is a decision that you decide to make. It's daily moves that compound over time. Conversations that lead to calls that lead to clients that lead to more referrals. And suddenly you have this business that once felt hard, it just starts working for you. And it does start feeling a lot easier, okay? And something I just feel like I have to note is you can still have fun while you are building your business. I know some days it's going to feel hard. I've talked about that. Like you are taking action. You're doing things that are uncomfortable and just things that you just have never done before. And that's a lot of why it feels uncomfortable, by the way. It's just learning Instagram and Canva and how to build a group and how to talk to strangers on the internet. Like it's so uncomfortable, but you can still have fun while you're doing it. So this is like where in your personal life, like making sure that you're still doing things that are joyful and that really do fill your cup and you're not stressed out all the time. I really don't want you getting into this like emotional roller coaster and then you get burnt out and you're just like, oh, why am I doing this? And it just feels so hard all the time. And I know when we can't control the outcome, right? Like when you're just like not sure if all this stuff is going to work, our bodies kind of go into overdrive and that's when like our nervous system starts freaking out. And I don't want you to do that. So this is why like we got to anchor in to still having fun and still doing things that bring us joy. Okay. And right now, if you are feeling a little lost, all you need to know right now is that next step. I just am somebody that is like, what is that next step forward into making your dreams a reality? Is it posting on the internet? Cool. Like, let's do that. Like a lot of this podcast episode, you're getting pieces of the strategy, right? Like, you know that you need to be visible and having the conversations and all the things, like, you know all that. So for you, what is that next step? You don't need to know all the steps right now. Stop overthinking and engage in intentional steps forward. So I would like to invite you into a new opportunity with me. I have a 30-day business coaching program. It's called Making Moves. All right. This is designed for you to make moves and make moves fast. Because I know a lot of you right now don't necessarily need more information. You don't need another certification. You need structure. You need some momentum. You need someone pushing you to show up every day and actually do the things that grow your business. So inside Making Moves, we focus on the daily actions that create visibility, conversations, and clients. There's no more posting and praying, all right? Making moves every day is your answer. You will get bite-sized audio trainings, all right, every single day, daily content prompts so you know what to be posting, daily sales activities so that you can start making money faster. And these 30 days will elevate your business so that you have a real plan and you are moving faster. And if you are ready to treat your business like a real business, I'd love to invite you inside. We officially start on March 20th. And with this program, you also get a one-on-one call with me, 3 group coaching calls, and unlimited group voice and text support via Telegram. Guys, this program is only $295. That's it, $295 USD. And once again, we start March 20th. So if you want to grab the details, check out the link in the show notes or take a look at my Instagram bio. All right, let's make some moves, my friend. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you again next week. Bye, everyone. Thank you for listening to the Ambitious Coach podcast today. A couple favors before you go. If you found this episode helpful, please take a screenshot and share it on Instagram. Most importantly, don't forget to tag me at Allison Henderson _coach. That's ALLISON Henderson_coach. And lastly, please take a minute to rate this episode and leave a raving review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you tune in to listen. Okay, ambition is great, but it's time to get to work. Take action and commit to being 1% better every day. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you again next week.